Hi everyone, I'm Michelle Kelly. Welcome to What I Wish For. I started this channel a little over a month ago, creating videos for all the new Oracle users out there. I have a video that I started with explaining all of the decks I got and why I have them. And if you are new and wondering, are you a light worker or a healer? Yes, you are. And thank you for being here today. I am going to get started by doing a reading today on career and finances. So I want to show you guys what I normally do in order to ground and protect myself before I start a reading. Usually what I do is I close my eyes and I imagine a white or yellow light going all the way around the room that I am in. And as it is going around the entire room, then I imagine it coming out through the ceiling, down through my crown chakra, through my head, down through my heart, through my throat, past my heart, down through my stomach, through my legs, through my calves, through my feet, and into the ground where I have been firmly planted. Another thing you can do is imagine a white light protecting yourself. So that was one of the things that my friend Margaret taught me about protecting yourself before you do a reading. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys is the Wisdom of the Oracle card deck has been one of my favorite decks that I've gotten so far. It was the first one that I ever got, and I am so drawn to it. And it was just by chance that I got it, / not really, because obviously I was meant to get that deck. So usually before I do a reading on anybody, what I normally do is hold the cards over my heart and I say a little prayer to God, to Spirit, to my angels, to whoever you pray to or ask for guidance or protection. And I just ask that I receive the best possible messages and that I'm able to deliver them to the person I'm giving them to, and for God to work through me and just hopefully give you a message filled with love and compassion coming from Spirit and some guidance. So usually what I do is when I shuffle the Oracle cards, this deck, I usually do it long ways because they're on the bigger side. And as I'm shuffling them, I usually wait for the cards to jump out. And then I figure that is the message that God and Spirit want me to give. So usually they just pop out on their own. When I first got my cards, I did not feel this, oh my God, download of information, and I just knew what they meant without reading the book. I did not feel this amazing connection. Somebody told me to sleep with my cards. I did that. That was upside down. They got bent underneath my pillow. I was told to put them out under the full moon with sea salt. I did that, wrapped them in a silk scarf. I was just so afraid of doing this wrong. And one of the greatest things about doing Oracle cards and doing this is trusting your intuition. And whatever you do, you're not going to do it wrong. So whatever you need and feels right to you is the right way. So some people ask, should you let somebody touch your cards? Should you not let somebody touch your cards? Honestly, that is entirely up to you. I don't believe in bad energy. I believe in sickness and wellness. And sometimes people are sick mentally and emotionally, and usually that's a lot of fear and they're just afraid and scared. But I don't think there's such thing as evil, and I'm not worried if anybody touches my cards. I don't think they're going to put bad energy on them. How I've been doing it though, in these videos, I touch them, but somebody might say, can I touch your cards? Can I shuffle them? Absolutely. Whatever feels right. But you as a reader get to decide what is right and what is comfortable for you, and practice. And, try a bunch of different ways if you're not sure, but you will know and it'll speak to you. And if you go to a class or have an instructor, I went to a class where I had an instructor and she was not a nice person. And years ago, I would have taken it as a sign, oh my God, I'm not meant to do this. It wasn't, I wasn't meant to do this. It just meant that she wasn't the right person for me to learn from. That is all. So if you have an experience where you get to be around somebody and they make you feel like you're doing it wrong, or you're not doing it the right way or fast enough or whatever, it just might not be the right person for you. It does not mean you're not meant to do this. And I know sometimes when I wasn't sure about things, I was just waiting for one thing to happen so I can say, see, this wasn't meant to be. But in a lot of cases, that is not true. Just because things are a little bit hard does not mean it's an automatic sign of this is not meant for you. So the first card says, not for you, which is so funny. So this is whatever you were trying to do, it is not meant for you. And I don't know what that is and how you were pursuing something, but it says a clear knowing that something is being denied to you. Rejection is God's protection. So for prosperity, it says you can strategize and project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry in spite of it all. Keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fail fast and learn from defeat. Then keep going. You will eventually succeed. Although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when you're to fold your cards. So maybe something that you've been working on has not been going your way. And, sometimes you need many signs, and I need many signs. So if you're not able to see the signs that something you're working on is not working out for you, you will get another sign and another sign and another sign, and you will get many of them to know that something is not for you. And sometimes it has to get really loud in order for you to see it and hear it. But the rejection is God's protection. If something you had your heart set on is not working out for you, it means God has something way better for you. And sometimes you can't see it right away. And it's okay if you can't see it, it will come to you. And the next one is time to go, and it's upside down. So this card is you are going through you're going to a new place and you're on the right path, but it's not right this second. So I'm going to look up the meaning for this, and partly of my journey is I need to read the meanings, and I am starting to be able to tell the story, but it takes a long time to, it did for me anyway. I didn't get this automatic, I know what the cards mean without looking at the meanings. For me, I need to study it and time, and then listen to my intuition and trust it. So whoever's watching this, it takes practice and it takes time. So give yourself a break if it is not coming all together and you can't tell the story. I couldn't either, and I'm just starting to get it now, and it's been like a little over a year and April, May, June. So like a year and 3 months for me. But I've had cards in my drawers for years. This is the longest stretch that I have consistently been working on really getting into this stuff, because I love this, love this. So it says endings, completions, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn or experience. This message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. It is the time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finish your task and can rest assured that the ending will open up a very powerful new adventure of opportunity, even better than you can imagine. You have done all you can. Now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter in your life. And remember that when you close one door, another one opens. And you know what? When that is happening to you, it feels like rejection, rejection, rejection. And a lot of times, rejection is not, you're not enough, or you're a failure, or you're a loser. It just means that there is something way better out there for you. And just because you can't see it at the time does not mean it's not going to happen for you. So just hang in there. I know being patient is one of the hardest things to do. It is for me. You just have to go and do all the things that make you happy, that bring you joy. Dancing, singing, listening to music, watching TV, hanging out with your friends, hiking. Keep yourself busy on all the things that bring you joy. And as you do that, I promise you, your next thing will find you. You won't have to go and hunt it down. And even if you try and go and hunt it down, it doesn't happen any faster. You can't speed it up. You cannot speed it up. All right, the next card is Happy, Happy, and it's upside down. So the thing is with Happy, Happy is like all your dreams are coming true, but not right at this second. So what do when you're waiting for Happy, Happy? You make your own Happy, Happy. So it says joy, contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. It says this is the time to take pride in your accomplishments. You're doing good work, providing exceptional service, and are well compensated for it. The world rains gratitude upon you, and you're happy with the results of your effort and creativity. Isn't it amazing to consider all that you've done? Remember that your partnership with Spirit in this moment too. Your soul has always known you could accomplish anything if it brought you joy. So it's saying that you need to have some joy in your life and go and have some fun and not focus on what is not happening for you right now. And it's very hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy. So maybe the path that you thought you were meant to go down is not working out for you right now. And breathe. Slow down. Take a breath. You are okay. And having things not go the way that you thought that they should go is heartbreaking, and it is a loss, and it's sad. But in the meantime, what you can do for yourself is go have fun and do all the things that you can just to be happy. Even if you can do one thing a day that brings you joy. I shared this in one of my videos before. I bought a hula hoop. I haven't hula hooped since I was a little girl. I suck at it. It's terrible. But when I do it, I laugh so hard. My son says I look like I'm having a seizure. But it is so funny and it's fun. And another thing, last weekend, if you are looking for stuff to do, if you can hike and get outside or get the chalk out, go to the Dollar Tree, get some chalk, start being a little kid again. Start writing things, start coloring, start painting, start whatever the things you did when you were a little kid and it made you so happy, or maybe you never got the chance to, allow yourself that. Your heart is longing for that. The next set of cards that I am going to use are the Archangel Gabriel cards. And this is, I'm going to put these over my heart and say another prayer for Spirit to give you the best possible message. These are great with life purposes and prosperity. So again, I am shuffling them long ways. This one just fell out. These I always read in the upright. It says art. It says it's time to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So if you, I know if you're watching this, you're a creative. So you are either like making jewelry, playing music, and promise me that you're going to keep doing the things that make you happy. When you're a musician and people are like, get a real job, that is a real job. What I saw and what I found is there's other ways to pursue music without putting your stuff out there and getting rejected. Like a lot of people think they need to go to Nashville, put their heart out, and get rejected. And then they feel like a failure and see people told you you're not going to make any money doing this. There's other ways to make music. And I saw something earlier for Netflix, for commercials. They are looking for music. And if music is your thing, you are meant to do it. There is abundance in it. There is always room for music. There is always room for music. And there is a lot of money in it. And it doesn't mean you're meant to tour and you're meant to not have a family and that you have to sell your soul to the devil to be a musician. You do not have to. And there is a woman, her name is Kathy Heller, and she does music for Netflix, for HBO, for Showtime, and she found a way in to a lot of companies she went to and asked them, advertising companies, what are you looking for? And then you get to go create what they're looking for. So if you are in the music business and you are looking for a way for people to hear your music, there are other avenues other than just going out and soliciting yourself and getting rejected. Just so you know that one. All right, so it says, share your art with the world. It is time for you to allow others to enjoy your creative work. So it could be painting. It could be drawing. It could be making curtains. It could be knitting. Whatever your gift is, there is plenty of abundance attached to it. Unfortunately, a lot of people who live in fear and think you have to get a real job and get money first, a lot of times they live in fear and they are afraid you're not going to be able to support yourself. But I promise you, if you are creative, there is plenty of money for you. And the people who are telling you you're going to get rejected over and over again, that is just their fear projecting onto you. The next card says you can reach more people by working with video, audio, print, and online media. So if you guys are doing any kind of creative stuff right now, which if you're watching this, I know that you are, putting yourself out there on social media, on, online. Online is the way to go, and you can touch and reach so many more people, not just with the one-on-one. And, people can watch this video while I'm sleeping. I can touch people while I'm sleeping and not even be awake while it's happening. So if that can happen for me, that can happen for you. So if you are scared putting yourself out there, one of the reasons I was able to start doing videos was I was telling my son a couple years ago that I was really afraid I was going to have haters. And he promised me that I wasn't even good enough to have haters. And that gave me a spark of, my God, I want haters. And I started doing videos the beginning of 2019, and guess what? I have haters, and I am so happy. And not happy because I have haters, because it's like, it makes me feel like I'm doing a good job, and not everybody's gonna like me, and I'm okay with that now. And I don't want people to hate me, honestly, like I don't. I want everybody to like and love me, but it's just not gonna be true. So, but before I did my videos, what I did is I recorded myself a couple of times saying, Michelle, you can do this. You're gonna be okay. So I practiced with it, and I didn't like my voice, and I didn't like what I said. And then, you know what? Over time, I just got used to it. I thought, I am me. God made me this way for a reason. And if I can do it, you can do it. So the last thing is motivation. Pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm and focus on this project. So it says the motivation is going to come to you if you are scared to get started. I was too. And the one thing that I want to tell you about getting started is so brave, and it is so scary, and it is all of that. It is scary, it is brave, it is wonderful, and people will thank God that you do it, because you are going to pave the way for the younger version of you who is looking for this. And the motivation, okay, I'm going to give you guys an example because this has helped me so much. Imagine you started at a new job, and you're the new person, and everybody hates being the new person. It really sucks, and it's vulnerable. But just say you've been at a job for 2 weeks, and then another person starts, and then all of a sudden, you are not the new person. You are the person with 2 weeks experience. So you have 2 weeks of experience to offer, which is more than the person who is just starting. So as you get started, you're not going to be the new person forever, and you have a lot more to offer than you realize. And I want to hear from the new person. The new person is excited. They are researching, they are studying, they know all of the information. So you guys, let me tell you, anybody who's thinking of starting, putting your stuff online, do it. Please do it. And if you tell yourself that you're not gonna fail at it, I promise you, and you are going to help somebody else. And as soon as you hear that you're going to help somebody else, and you know that you're helping other people, I'm sure it makes it easier for you to want to get started. So I've been doing these videos for the Oracle cards for a little over a month, not long. But I started another YouTube channel on January 1st of 2019. So it is getting easier, and I don't hate my voice, and I don't hate myself anymore, and I don't hate watching recordings of me, but it takes time. So please promise me, to anybody who's watching, that you are going to practice getting ready to put yourself out there. And anybody who criticizes or condemns you, it is their fear, not yours. So whatever direction you were heading in might not have been the right direction for you, but the right one is coming. And even if it's just putting yourself out there, baby steps. You know how you know what is your thing? I watch videos on this. Your thing is, what are you looking for at night? What are you scrolling on your phone at the end of the day when you are relaxing, when you are done doing all of your stuff? What is the stuff you're looking at? That is your niche. So I hope that helps. Thank you to everybody who's watching. I'm going to start doing videos of the signs starting in July. So I'm going to group them into 3. I'm going to do like Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo. I have to get them all, a Capricorn. So I'm going to start off like that because I'm scared to do that and I'm scared to commit myself, but I'm going to do it anyway. So please leave comments. Please subscribe to my channel and I will see you all next week. Thank you.